What's going on, guys? I'm back. It's been a while. I haven't made a video in a while, but I've been on TradingView like crazy, posting so many ideas, so many things. You guys gotta give me a follow on that, and you can definitely see my plays that I've been making like crazy with these cryptos, ETC, Dogecoin. I have some other stocks and stuff, but BCH, I know I haven't really been updating BCH since we've been having these crazy moves, but I've still been charting them and still been posting a bunch of stuff. I put in a very, very nice long position up in this range here, around 9.15 or so. I added more to my position here on this area, and then we came down, we back tested this as support. I bought even more here at 966 roughly. I think actually I bought it at 966. We had some wicks lower, but I wasn't really expecting that, but it did tap this trend line perfectly, which worked out. Then we ripped. I ended up putting in another long here. I posted at 1075, and then we ripped all the way up here, and I had a target of 1550, and we hit 1610. I locked my profits here. I recently made a post about that, and then I was talking about a potential breakdown target of 1276, which would have also lined up with this recent wick down here, and look what we hit, 1271. So I was off by or 1273. I was off by $3 here. I loaded the bags here, and we've ripped ever since. We're back up at 1340 here. Obviously this doesn't have to play out. This is my speculation kind of idea. I was looking that this could be some kind of head and shoulders pattern here, but I honestly don't think that's the case. I don't think we topped here. I think we're just resetting some stuff. We got this 20 EMA rolling over here on the hourly, looking pretty nice. We're going to catch resistance way up here. We're going to catch more resistance if we wanted to draw some trend lines. I have my trend line here at 1353, which we're trying to test right now. If we pulled this all the way across here, we would know that, look at that, it's touching it to a T. So all of these trend boxes I put in make perfect sense. So the first trade right here actually would be if we can get this confirmed close right above this 1331 again. We'd want to see the next hourly candle get a pretty good volume spike and not be a spinning top or anything. We'll see if we go sideways here for a little bit, bounce between 1355 and 1331, but that's a pretty good opening position if you missed this dip down here. I did buy this because I'm a savage. And then we ripped up here. So what I'm looking for here is a nice push above this 13. I'd probably look for like 1360, see if we can hold this 1355 as support on the next one, and let's see what happens. And then ultimately we have some more wicks up here. We're gonna have to watch for 1430, maybe 1421, because you can see here, if we zoom in here, we had a flat candle right here which confirms some resistance right there. So to me that's pretty important in my opinion right here, because this was kind of right where we got rejected right before a recent pullback there. So that level right there to me is going to be have some confluence there coming back up potentially, but ultimately this 1484 is the level to look for. We could be in some kind of falling wedge here, or something of the sort, but if we wanted to look at that and see what the actual play would be, it would actually be a perfect long would be if we can get above this 1365, confirm some support, hourly close, big volume spike. That would be a long. Let's see what the targeted move of that would be. I mean, we could draw from over here, but I think I'm just gonna do something like that. That looks more ideal. Looks like we're gonna get a rip pretty soon actually here. And this targeted move here would be the size of this wedge. And if we got a breakout somewhere over here, we would actually be ripping back up to test this high here with the of 1558, with the exception of 1483 or 1484 roughly being some significant resistance. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, guys. And then we, obviously when we get up here, we're going to want to tread cautiously at 1480, just because if this ends up being some type of left shoulder head and then we create a right shoulder here, we could drop back down again back to this 1271. If we broke this area, I'm kind of looking at this as a neckline potentially. which would be a further drop down to about 1,034. So, you know, but for now, let's just play this pattern here and see what's up. So that's one. Another one I would love to put, you know, if I could speak properly, I would have loved to put a video out on, because I did play a beautiful, beautiful breakout pattern. I mean, I've been playing Dogecoin like crazy since we've been ripping. You know, I've been posting about it. I posted about it up in here, getting a confirmed support up here. We went long here. I ended up taking profits somewhere up in here, just a short trade. Actually, no, wait. I don't think I took profits there. I think I took profits somewhere up in the 60. I think I took profits early here, but I did take profits somewhere around 55 cents I took. Oh yeah, this was my target right here. Right here. 54 cents. I took profits here because I longed it from 27. I added way more to my position at 45 when we broke this area here. I added way more, and then I completely cut my profits off here, watched it run all the way to 65 cents, and then I think we came back down here again to about 50 cents. I threw in a long here. We hit the 70-cent target, and I just dumped it like somewhere in the 65-ish or something. And you know, it ended up being the right move, even though I didn't get the exact top there, potential top. Then we dumped back down, and when I was looking at the chart here, I was noticing that we had this nice wick here. Boom, 52 cents. Rip. Boom, 52 cents. Buyback. Rip. And then right here, I slapped along right here. And I was, you know, I didn't just guess it. You know, I saw significant area of support here and here. And I said, you know, this could be a great spot. I was watching the 15-minute time frame. We got a beautiful RSI bounce. I knew this was going to be a good position. I loaded up, and then here we go, rip. And, you know, we started consolidating right on top of this breakout here of this falling wedge. And then my target, the first target I had here was 73 cents, and that's where we hit. I didn't take profits yet. I was hoping for a hold on 69.3. We're roughly right there testing that area. I am looking for a potential another move here, but we got to see. There's a couple ways you could look at this. If this is some kind of flag pull, kind of weird, right? Falling wedge flag here. If this was a whole pull all the way down, we would be looking at $1.10. We have some extended fibs up here, and you know, we have this 0.5 fib at 96 cents, the 0.618 at $1.02, and we have 89 cents and 82 cents above, and then obviously it goes higher as the $1.22, $1.56. But you know, for now I am looking at a target of $1.10. I might take profits at like $1. I don't know yet. We're gonna have to look at the charts, but you know, we don't know if that's even gonna go that high yet. We have to see how this reacts here. If we start falling below 64 cents, we could be coming back down, and if we did come back down, ultimately I'd probably be looking for 55 to 57 cents as some kind of support or back test of this wedge here if we had to. And if we failed that, obviously we have some lower targets, but I'd be a little worried if we fell below here. And then lastly, I wanted to check out one more here, and that will be ETC. This is something I'm looking at here. Could be a big ascending triangle here. I'm not sure. I had a few areas, and I was really looking for this lower target here of, actually I was looking more so for this area of 105, which we didn't hit, but that was basically, I think 101 or 105. That was based off of this consolidation here. But if you look here, the first time we blasted up, we ripped all the way up to 148. We crashed all the way back down, and we bounced here on this old support here of $90. When we broke back above this 102, we caught support. We ripped all the way up here to 173. We came down, we caught some support here at 127. We bounced, but then we got rejected here around 150 to 148. And then we rolled over here, and now we're kind of catching support here, which kind of is a mystery level potentially, but if we drew some trend lines somewhere over here, we could probably see a wick up here at 115, 114-ish, down to this wick here of 109, 110, and we kind of hit this 112. So I'm just drawing a trend line from here across, and then also from this wick across, and this is that area we really need to get above. But also this area here is going to be of confluence right here at 128, 129, because we've had these wicks here. Right there we got rejected, right here we got a little rejected, but then when we blasted through, we rocketed. So right now, as we're slowly kind of rolling here, it could look like a little bear flag potentially, but we'll have to see how it plays out, because we are getting a nice 1 hour bounce here. You can see we caught some resistance right here. We could draw a support line at 122.7, and we could say that that's some resistance there. We want to get a confirmed support above here. But you know, we could also, just like BCH, say, hey, this is a falling wedge right here, and that upper resistance would be roughly, or we could do something like that. We could say that upper resistance up here is roughly at like 137-ish, depending. But what I'd want to see is a nice spike, hourly close somewhere above this 128, 129 area, confirm the close, and maybe flag out there, and then we could rip up here. And then our next, you know, of course we're gonna have some resistance at 135 here, so we could put a little box there if we wanted to for this, something like right here, because you can tell that that was a very crucial area here, somewhere right there. So you know, we have a few levels we have to definitely get above. We got to confirm this 129-ish, and then we have to confirm this 133, and then we have to confirm this 144, 145-ish area here. But you know, depending on how this works out here, if this is an ascending triangle, our target would be up here at like $210, which has been my overall target here. So you know, if we were to potentially draw a line like that, could even say it's like a big rising broadening wedge. So if we wanted to, we could rip up and even tap up here in this 240 area here, but you know, we don't know for sure if that's where it would hit, but that's not a bad area to look for as well. But overall, my target here is roughly 210. Always take profits before the price target, because you never know. But we need to, you know, depending on how it goes, we need to confirm some support, and then confirm support, and then we rip. So, you know, we could be looking at something like that. We could be looking at an overall rounding structure like that. We don't know how it's going to play out here. But as long as we don't lose any of this lower support, we should be good. You know, if this isn't an ascending triangle here, then of course we might have to look for a further pattern if this drops lower here and then does something like that too, you know. So that would be the lowest I would want to see it go. I really don't want to see it go below this $97 to $89. Then we'd be getting a little worried here, but I think we're still in a bull trend. You know, obviously we've been going pretty crazy, and we are getting this pretty mean correction here on the daily, so we do have to see how we end up, but we're still in some strength here. If we look at the 4-hour RSI here, you know, we just got that MACD sell signal there. We are slowly rounding a little bit, but you know, we're not too sure how this is going to play out. We are kind of showing some more rejection up in this 128 area here to 126. So, you know, I'm just kind of watching on these smaller time frames to see if we can get a bounce here. We're getting rejected at this 3-hour 20 EMA, roughly around 125. So, I mean, for right now, you know, you can see we're getting a slow bounce, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get above this 129 area and confirm it as support. But once we do that, that could be a nice play. But you can see as we slowly roll down to the smaller time frames here, you can see us slowly picking up some steam here. But you know, we're going to have a little bit of struggle as we get to this 128 area, and we really need to flip that to support before we can get bullish. But hopefully this all helps. If you guys appreciate this video, hit the like button, and keep an eye on my trading view. If you're not there, I really would suggest looking me up, Eric Taylor. That would be the way to look me up. Just, I don't know how else, but this is roughly where I'm at here. Yeah, peace.